How to Exit the Matrix Part 3. To exit the Matrix in this life, number one, you got to stop giving your power away to anything that is outside of you and God. You want to exit the Matrix? You want to exit the Matrix, you got to stop giving your power away to anything outside of you and God. Number one, you got to stop giving your power away to anything outside of you and God. God, so Jesus in the Bible, he said we can ask questions, receive answers. Not that that's what I'm telling you that you have to believe in, but that is what I know is true. That's what I know. I know for a fact. I know for facts that when you ask questions in the life and you go to God in this life and you ask him a question, you will always see a reciprocation of an answer for your soul between you and your Father in heaven. How to Exit the Matrix Part 2. You can't know your Father in heaven unless you know your earthly mother first. How do you expect to know your Father who is in heaven if you don't know your earthly mother? How to Exit the Matrix number 2, you got to know your earthly mother. How do we know the earthly mother? You have to eat plant-based foods. Raspberries, strawberries, grapes, asparagus, tomatoes, potatoes, the plants of the earth. And that's how you're going to get to know your mother in this life. There's this book called The Gospel of Peace. And Jesus said that people have disease because they don't know their earthly mother. They don't know their Father who is in heaven because they don't know their earthly mother. The Gospel of Peace was taken out of the Bible. Because the feminine nature of the planet was stripped. The feminine nature of the planet was stripped and whipped. So what's the feminine nature of the planet? What's the feminine nature of God? The feminine nature of you? Let's break this down. To exit the Matrix, you're going to have to tap into that creativity. You're going to have to tap into that expansiveness. You're going to have to tap into that Mother Nature, Mother Earth, plant-based, feminine nature, Mother Nature, baby. Oh, so you want to exit the Matrix. You want to exit the Matrix? You got to stop giving your power away to anything other than you and God in your life, which is Christ. What's Christ? Well, you're going to have many revelations within your life, and you're going to realize that it's everything. It's all things at once and nothing at the same time. Meaning there's no separation within your consciousness, that you become like him. And there was always going to be a becoming of your life. How to exit the Matrix. Number 3, small disciplines, consistencies, and routines. You ever fall flat down, face on your face, forehead, face on your life, face, so boom! To exit the Matrix, you're going to have to get into your small disciplines, consistencies, and routines after you fall down. If you feel like you fall down, you can only get up as many times as you fell down. So, continuing the search and understanding for your life, your soul, your spirit, your mind. Every day, of every breath, of every second, of every sound, of every smell, of every taste, of every scene, and every dream. Dream. Dream on, baby girl. Dream on, baby boy. Because guess what? Dreams come true. Because God said so. He said so. He said that anything that you ask for in this life, that it will take place for you, and nothing shall be impossible. Exit the Matrix number 4, with the faith of a grain of a mustard seed. This is what Jesus said. You can tell this mountain to move. It'll move for you. Nothing shall be impossible for you in this life. But this only happens with fasting and prayer. So fasting and prayer. If you look back on my videos, I did a 37-day coconut water, green juice, beet juice fast for 25 days on coconut water from the trees. And then the juices from the earth. So the fasting, becoming empty to become full type thing from time to time. How to exit the matrix, bruh. You gotta realize that you gotta forgive your past. Number 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to number 1. Because it's always gonna be that one thing you gotta do in the life. That one action, that one step that you gotta take, and that next extra bless that's coming, and it's on the way. It's on the way. It's on the way, bruh. Big time. You gotta believe that. Exit the matrix. You gotta know that everything is always provided for. To exit the matrix, you gotta become brand new every single new 10 seconds. Because the identity that the government gave you and the name that your parents gave you is not your real name. It's not who you are. To exit the matrix, you get to create who you are. It's time to exit the matrix, bro. Bless.